Hello everyone. So this is your third session of your building your own brand project. So we will create a flat drawings. The flat drawing that we will create will actually have a front and back, and this will be fashioned flat. That means you will apply the textile design or any color that you want to have that item to be. Then we will apply the colors. Okay, so that's going to be a fashion flat. And as your design, you will need to create three items. So one is going to be a dress and top and bottom. So if you are making a menswear, you may create a jacket instead of top. So that if you are making a menswear, then you will have a jacket, spring summer jacket, and then top, and then maybe pants. And if you are doing maybe, some kids wear, you can make a bodysuit, or you may make overall instead of the just pants. So you will need three items total, which two of three will be ensemble top and bottom, and then you may have just one outfit that can be either spring summer jacket or spring summer dress or spring summer overall, bodysuit, anything. Okay, so that's going to be your three items that we will create. So it is actually very difficult to draw flat drawing without any kind of back images, So you may have your hand drawing in terms of your own drawing. And because this course is not for design course, this is actually software, learning the software course. My main focus will be practicing the program. So you may find the appropriate design that think it might be suitable, then you may try to draw that specific garments. So I collected some images that I'm going to use for my flat drawing. So the top that I will draw is going to be something like this. So maybe a little bit asymmetry kind of proportion, more overlap type of the jacket that has the zipper closure, and then have the prints, and then it's going to be a short sleeve, and then I will have a little bit like leggings type of the bottom, but as you see from this, I will have some pattern apply for the the textile design, for the pattern design, and I will have this type of the silhouette as a dress, and then I will try to fill with some textiles. So after I have this kind of reference, I will start the Illustrator and then have the flat drawing ready. So this is the Illustrator file, and then I will open, or you can actually open one of the files that you use for the flat drawings. So I can actually open, and then make sure you have layers. So the bottom layer is template, and then we might use this drawing. Move around. Okay, so I may move this two away, so I can actually create my own dress. So I will start using this tool to draw my flat drawing, and I will start with the dress drawing, which has a kind of fitted top, and then have some princess seam, and then almost like very flared, almost like a circle skirt type of the bottom. Okay, so I wanted to create I actually created drawings with my previous dress drawing, but I removed some detail, but this time I also wanted to remove the waist line here because I wanted to kind of continuously connected all the piece down here, and then I may have a princess seam added to this. So I wanted to remove this. So to do that, you can use scissor tool. So I select the top, and then use a scissor tool to disconnect. Okay, and now you have this part separated. I may zoom in again, minus, so remove this, and then select V, and then this again, and then with the scissor tool, I disconnect here, oops, here, and then V again. I may need to ungroup, but this time I can separate this. Delete. Okay. So I think I will zoom out again. So make sure these O's are kind of going together. So we'll do group. Okay. And then we will put things kind of together. Okay. And then I make sure, oops, I wanted to make sure these are joined. Oops. Join, okay. I think I did. Join, okay. And then I may join this one. Okay, so now it's complete dress. And also I changed a little bit of the neckline because I want pretty high neck. And then kind of fit it, the top. And then I will actually make a little bit high waist. And then I will make the bottom even more fuller, okay? Okay. So, okay, I expanded my hemline to make it wider. And then, I think I'm pretty done except apply the textile design that I'm going to do in a little bit. And I may change my line color to black. And I wanted to do the back drawing, which I'm going to modify and then add some closure for the back. Okay, so I may modify in terms of the back neckline. So actually it should be pretty high up here. And then other than this, I don't need to change anything, but I will have the center back zipper. So the zipper brush that you got created is another file, okay? So if you create a file that in the result line sheet drawings, you might just use this brush. If you didn't, how you can do that? You can open this brush tool in another file. Is going to be save brush library, and then you will need to make sure you save to the correct place, the place that you know, so you can open. So I will actually save to my teaching, and then the course number. I know I have a lot of okay. And then actually my version here, result, and then I will change the brush to zipper closure. And then AI. So once you save, and then go to the drawing here, and then go to the brush tool again, and as you see, the brush is not here. So you may need to open brush library and select other library. And then you will need to make sure you go that place that you save. So I need to go many teaching, UNT here. And then I think this is my, okay. Okay, so let's see. Yes, it's here. So I will use P as a pen tool. And then I will make sure I draw, pass with the hold shift key, you can make it straight and then apply. Okay, and then enter, and then if you need it, you may adjust this location a little bit high, like that. Okay, so now I have front and back drawing done, and then I will apply your textile design. So textile design we will add to that. So as I told you last time, I will use this type of the textile for that one. So actually you can copy and then paste, and then we will use this one for this. So there is a several way that you can fit this pattern to your dress. So like you can bring this whole thing and then bring your swatches, okay, and then I may Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and then scale down, and then this, and then I will show you how to use clipping mask to fill the patterns too. So let's see how it will feel with the swatch that we made. Okay, so actually to test, we will copy and paste. I don't want to, I wanted to keep the original. I didn't bring my gather the wrinkle line here, so I make sure Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and then I think I can make a group so they don't go separately. Anyway, so this one, make sure you have front up, and then you can try this. So you will feel something like that, or you will feel something like that. So you know the difference between this one and that one. I make original size, okay, as a swatches, and then you feel the space like that. And then I reduce my swatch size about quarter size, okay, like this. And then I fill the space like that. But as I told you, this pattern, this textile design that I intended was not really for the repeat. So what I'm going to do is actually I will do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and then I will bring this one here. Oops. Let's keep those. Okay, let's keep those, and then I will bring this. And this one, I wanted to make sure I make bigger as much as my dress size. Okay, so I make it bigger, and then you may do Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V again, because I wanted to keep my original drawing, okay, without any textile field effects, okay. And then I may do ungroup, and I will bring this one only top outline, okay. Oops. Yeah. Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, okay. So I have only top drawings done, and then I will put on top of my textile design. So you may kind of place, depends on where you wanted to mainly fill this. So you can actually adjust this size too. Okay. And then I think I can make a little bit more brown. Once you put the dress drawing on top of the textile swatches, you can select both together and then make a clipping mask. Okay. So I showed you 3 variations, like original textile design size, and then the quarter size of the original textile drawing, and then the other one is I use the clipping mask because I don't want any repeat. So how we gonna move this one to here? So actually I'm going to make it slightly smaller so I can show the outline. Okay, and then put here, actually I'll put a little bit, And then because I wanted to wrinkle line on top of my textile design. So what I'm going to do, I know it's kind of tedious, but with the shift key hold, I will shift key select and then this line. And then arrange, bring to front, and then select this, like this, Ctrl Z, yes. And then you may copy this one, so you can use for the back drawing. And then I will do this one as a group, so I can keep this, okay. And then I may apply it to this one. Okay, so let's move on to your top and then the bottom drawing, and then again I will actually draw the bottom first. So now I draw some basic line of my leggings design. So if I make my body template invisible, it looks like this. And I wanted to review some stroke options here. So if I wanted to make my detailed line here, maybe a little bit thinner, so you can go to the stroke option and then maybe making a little bit, thinner. And then some of the stitch that I wanted to do is going to be a dashed line. So you can click the dashed line and then change maybe to 3 point. So you may have a dashed line. I may do the 2 actually. So something like that. Okay. So next step will be actually 2. Let me select these 2 with the shift key hold, and then I will change it to 2. Okay. Here. So my dashed point here is going to be 2, and the next step is going to be I will apply this and then this some pattern textile patterns that I create, and then we'll do back drawing. Okay, so I copied my second textile design here to apply here, and as you can see my textile design is this big and my piece is very big, I mean small. So what I'm going to do is actually I will do Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then make it smaller, and I will make a patterns here, and then I will apply smaller piece here, and then here, you know what I'm saying, and then I will fill the pants itself with the other color that I had for from the mood board. So I filled my colors here too. And one thing that I wanted to emphasize here is you should keep the one that is not colored, because we will have some line sheets. We will actually apply the different maybe pattern or different colors in the same design, so as to show the variation. So maybe for example the A dress has this print design, but as a B variation you may have a brown color applied. So make sure you save the uncolored one as well for the line sheet, and also the one that you draw today will be used again for the illustration, so make sure you save these drawings. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to talk about now is how you can change from front to pants design to the back design. So I think you learn from your illustration courses, so if this is the front, you will have this way angle for the waistline, but for the back design, you should have this a little bit higher, because usually we put the longer, waistline for the back one. And then, so after you increase this hip waistline here, and then we will add kind of the hip line to draw a little bit of the, like this, okay, and then enter, and then I think you can, oops, why this is, okay, P, and then about to be here, oops, I may start from here, yes, and then enter, and then A to move here, and I want this stroke to be really thin because it's just body winkle line, okay, and then I may copy this one to the transform, right click, reflect, copy, so you can move to the other side, and then I may slightly add the small gather line just for this side, so enter. And then even I want this one to be thinner. Okay, so this is how you draw from front drawing to the back drawing. And I will add some pattern here and then pattern here, and then the color that I got from my mood board, which is I place my swatches here, so you can use eyedropper to pick the colors that you use, and then I may fill the patterns for the certain part, and then that will be all for my pants drawing. So I draw my summer jacket here, and I'm going to apply some textile design here and here, but before that I wanted to add some frill sleeve detail here and here, and to draw the frill I will create my brush. Okay, so this is my jacket of the front, and I will create some frills here. And to draw, again, I told you should zoom in a lot if you are drawing some kind of brushy detail. And also I will, make some guideline here to after view, and then show rulers. And then I told you can, I think it's too small. Oops. You can bring some guideline. So my frill will be about this size. Okay, so after you have this kind of guideline, you can lock guide so you don't touch, and then you can later delete. And then I will use P tool. Oops. And then so I will do that, and then P, like this, enter, not enter, but actually I want to modify before I go further. P. Okay, and also enter, and then I want my brush tool has a little thinner lines, so where is my stroke? I will reduce my stroke a little bit smaller. Oops, not bigger. Oops, not bigger but smaller, maybe. And then about quarter, 3/4. And then I will actually copy and paste, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, put over here, maybe, and then P, about here. And then I can use pathfinder, not the pathfinder, but alignment tool in terms of making, and then same kind of distribution here, and then P. Enter. Enter. And then I think I can copy this one. Oops. Control V. And then this one here. And then I may add some wrinkled line here. Enter. Here, enter. Enter. And then for those of line that I added as a wrinkle, actually let me add one more, a few more. Here. Enter. Yeah, like this. And then I will hold my shift key and then select this together. Just wrinkle line. And then with the stroke, I want my stroke really thin. And also I want a little bit not uniform. Okay? Okay. So after you got this, let's go to the brush tool. Okay? And then brush tool. And then select this whole thing together and then create here. And then pattern brush. Okay? And then let's add here. I may need to move a line a little bit. Okay. Actually, I don't need a curve. Yes, like this. I may need to have this finished, or like you did for the zipper, you may have images just for the brush part. And then transform, reflect. And then actually we need to not to reflect, but we will actually rotate, and then 100%, 100% 80, and then copy, and then move here, and then we'll adjust this. Oops. And then like that. Okay? And then you might need to add some lines here and here to finish. And then what I'm going to do is actually I wanted to use this drawing that I have. Actually, I can unlock the guide and then remove this. Delete key. And then Control C, Control V. And then I wanted to make a little bit bigger. So I can add some frill. Detail for my side. So I added here pattern brush, and then I may add some frilled detail here, and then enter. Here, like that. I may change later, but oops. Then I will create a back jacket, and then we'll apply patterns, and then we'll finish my top drawings. So I drew my back drawing from the front drawing by removing the closure and the line for the closure, and then I increase the neck line a little bit up so I can have the back drawing from the front drawing. And again, I keep this my original drawing without textile or the color applied, so I can reuse those for the line shape for the design variations. Okay, now we will move on to the Photoshop to finish this flat drawing presentation. So when you open a new file in Photoshop, you will need to make sure you have the same size with your other board. So, and then same orientation. So if you choose to use landscape, you should do the landscape. And if you're doing the portrait, should be portrait. And then make sure your resolution is 300 resolution. And then for Photoshop, I will use RGB here. Okay. So in the Illustrator, I will do Ctrl C to copy, and then coming to the Photoshop, and then Ctrl V, and small object, okay. Oops, I copied the wrong one. Anyway, once you adjust your size, hit the enter, right click, and then rasterize later. So you may keep doing for all those three styles. Okay, so after I move my drawings from Illustrator, I actually add my logo design, and then color swatches, and then front and back, and then I added the line here after I draw the box with a rectangular marquee tool, and then go to edit, and then select the stroke, and then my stroke size is about 3 points, and then I choose similar color with my pens as a layout design. So what you will need to submit this time is going to be both your Illustrator file that has your flat drawings, as well as your Photoshop file as a brand 3 spring summer textile board. So that has some sort of the layout design, and then have everything presented in one file. Okay, so you will need to submit 2 files. One is Illustrator and the other one is a Photoshop file, and Photoshop file should have everything in terms of the nice layout, and then Illustrator file should have your drawings.